The eponymous starship of Star Trek, Discovery, has remarkably had 6 captains going into its 5th and final season, and there's even one captain who Trekkers never got to meet or even learn the identity of. Star Trek, Discovery has been infamous for the game of musical chairs the series has played with the starship's captaincy, which reached absurd heights in Season 1. The various bizarre circumstances of the Disco's captain's chair include when Cadet Sylvia Tilly, Mary Wiseman, posed as her mirror counterpart, Captain Sylvia Tilly, aka Captain Killy, when the USS Discovery pretended to be the ISS Discovery while in the mirror universe. The USS Discovery, NCC-1031, is a 23rd century Crossfield-class starship that was originally designed as a state-of-the-art science and research vessel. Discovery was equipped with Starfleet's most advanced technology, which included the revolutionary spore displacement hub drive. However, the Disco was weaponized to fight in the Klingon War of 2256-2257, and the starship has since saved the galaxy multiple times, both in its original 23rd century era and in its new home in the distant 32nd century. Through it all, several people sat in Discovery's captain's chair, but this has since stabilized as of the end of Star Trek, Discovery Season 3. Here is anyone who has, or was supposed, command the bridge as captain of the Discovery in Star Trek, Discovery's 5 seasons. Captain Gabriel Lorca, Jason Isaacs, was the first captain of the Discovery fans met, and he was a fraud. Lorca was actually from the Mirror Universe, and he replaced his Prime Universe counterpart, the former captain of the lost USS Buran. As captain of the Discovery, Lorca wanted to weaponize its spore drive with the stated goal of winning the Klingon War. But Lorca's true goal was to find a way back to the Mirror Universe to complete his master plan of overthrowing Emperor Philippa Georgiou, Michelle Yeoh. But Lorca was also obsessed with Michael Burnham, who was his lover in the Mirror Universe. Lorca's attempt to overthrow Georgiou failed, resulting in his death. Lorca endures as perhaps Star Trek, Discovery's best villain. The Mirror Lorca was, in his way, an effective captain of the Discovery. Lorca was certainly adept at hiding his secrets, and he was a stern taskmaster who ruffled the feathers of the scientists aboard Discovery, like Lieutenant Paul Stamets, Anthony Rapp. However, to his credit, Lorca was also an experienced battle commander who led the Discovery to some major victories over the Klingons. Still, the Mirror Lorca was revealed to be a manipulative liar, and his legacy is a stain on the history of the USS Discovery that the crew has moved on from. Vice Admiral Katrina Cornwell, Jane Brooke, was the Starfleet flag officer who oversaw the USS Discovery's missions. Cornwell was also an intimate old friend of the Prime Universe Gabriel Lorca. Yet, despite her prior training as a therapist, she was fooled by the Mirror Lorca. Admiral Cornwell temporarily took command of the Disco from acting Captain Saru after the starship returned from the Mirror Universe in Star Trek, Discovery Season 1. Admiral Cornwell brought Discovery to Starbase 1, only to learn it was conquered by the Klingons, who massacred its personnel. Admiral Cornwell's time in Discovery's captain's chair was short as she stepped aside for the starship's next, and even more unlikely, temporary captain who was even more dangerous than Gabriel Lorca. Admiral Cornwell later perished as she heroically saved the USS Enterprise from a missile sent by Control during the final battle of Star Trek, Discovery Season 2.